The great Adam Peaty has declined the Swimming World Championships for a second year in a row. Can he ever be crowned king again? How do we feel about his current mental state? And what's the state of the men's 100 breaststroke right now? All of this and more in today's video. Oh, not bad. Okay. I just finished up my main set this morning. We are going to talk about Peaty, the 100 breaststroke, all that in a sec, but first, I said I wanted to give a little review of this thing, my athlete underwater unit.
Doing that kick.
Oh yeah, very, very cool. It's definitely the best portable underwater camera system that I've seen. Battery unit up here. All you do is fill the little bag with water, and then you can drop it in as high or low in the water as you want. And it's pretty sweet. And ideally you would hook it up to like an iPad with like a waterproof case and then put it on a stand. That's what I've seen teams do. But here's what I wanted to test this morning. In the app, there's two settings. There's a high quality setting, which is currently on. I want to test the long range and see how far I can walk away from this camera and still have the connection for coaches to be walking up and down the deck. We're 25 meters away. It's still coming in pretty clear. Still clear, still going. That's good. It's still working just shy of 50 meters. So we're almost the full 50 meter length. And it's starting to glitch a little bit, but I mean, that's very, very impressed. I'm actually very, very impressed. I love this kind of stuff. And just to be clear, they have not paid me for this. This is just something I wanted to try out. I'm impressed, John, I'm impressed.
I tie braids from Cody.
Yeah. The software is pretty good. You can auto-download all the clips of people swimming in. There's an easy little slow-mo button that you push. I like it. If you're looking for, you know, a portable underwater system like this, it's good. It is beautiful out, summertime. Ugh, weather is amazing. Yesterday I found a turtle. Oh no! That was fun, so we got a little pet now. We just wrapped up the main set right there. That was today's main set, 1650s max on 3 minutes. Just true lactate race pace. Started to fall apart at the end, but anyway, okay. Real simple. We are going to talk about Peaty, the 100 breaststroke, all that stuff in a second, but first, we're gonna head home and I'm gonna tell you about my favorite sponsor. Factor is the best pre-cooked meal kit service that there is. They are convenient and perfect for after workouts. The first thing I did this morning after I finished training was pull 2 Factor meals out of my swim bag, had them right there, ready to go. Factor is flexible. I can easily adjust my order size, add meals at any time. I use the app, it's really simple. You can skip weeks when you're going out of town, no problem. It's amazing really cutting down on the meal prep time. The box just shows up at your door. Everything is pre-portioned, individually packaged. All you have to do is heat them up. You're good to go. Each week, there's over 34 chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals to choose from. From keto to calorie smart, vegan plus veggie, and protein plus, whatever your diet is, they've got you covered. Give Factor a try. Click that link below or head to factor75.com and use my promo code CODY50 to get 50% off your first box. That's factor75.com, promo code CODY50 for 50% off your first box. And just know that when you support my sponsors like Factor with the links in the description below, you are supporting me and this YouTube channel, which I really appreciate. Okay, and on that note, we are gonna head to my office and talk about this. So the Adam Peaty situation is interesting and everyone is talking about it because he might be the greatest breaststroker of all time. He's certainly the fastest, and that's a whole other conversation that you can have. But before I get started, I have to say, number one, I really like Adam. I've always respected him as an athlete, as a competitor, as someone who has raced him over the years and been beaten by him a lot over the years. I'm not gonna, have this little conversation to dunk on him or say anything negative because I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. He's always been, as someone that I've raced and spent minimal time with, I've always liked him. So there's that. But right now, he's in a position where he didn't compete at the World Championships last summer. He is not competing at the World Championships this summer. And so it's kind of up in the air as to what the future is for the 100 breaststroke, an event that he has dominated for the past 7 years. I mean, quick recap, Adam broke the world record in 2015, won gold in 2016 at the Rio Olympics. I was right there. Won gold in 17, set the world record again. Won gold at Worlds in 2019. First time ever to break 57 seconds. Went 56, which is insane and still to this day one of the greatest accomplishments in swimming. And then repeats his Olympic gold medal 5 years, because of the COVID year, 5 years after the Rio Olympics. And now here we are. We've had 2 years without him competing at a big international, world open kind of stage. And so the event's kind of open. And he has recently opened up and talked about his reasoning for these kinds of things. And this is, first things first, I wanna highlight this, I wanna talk about this. So, Peaty spoke to the BBC recently and he said, I took a break because I was on this endless search for a gold medal or a world record, and I looked into the future and I said, okay, if I do get this, is my life fixed or any better? No. He said, for me, it was something that I was constantly chasing and constantly doing, and I was like, I don't want this in my life. I really don't want this all the time. The pressure, the stress. He talked a lot about putting people and relationships on the back burner, because to be an athlete of this caliber, to compete on that level, it has to be the central focus of your life. And so everything else sits on the sidelines. I can speak from experience to that. And a lot of high-level athletes, when they're in that zone, relationships take a toll, friendships take a toll, any kind of outside hobbies or activities or ambitions take a toll. And it's difficult, and to do that for years and years, it's really hard, and it's certainly taken a toll on him, and that's why he's having a hard time. Adam specifically says, right here, he says, for me, I was getting the gold, but at what cost? Relationships end. Your friends and family are on the back burner. Even your own children are on the back burner. Everything you can ever imagine, your social life, things you enjoy, all on the back burner. So he got to the point where he was like, enough's enough. I understand that. We all can understand that. And I want to highlight that before we get into the conversation, because Olympians, even at Adam's level, are just people. And the struggles that those people have in the pursuit of greatness are no different than anybody. We all have these struggles. We all have these mental things. So I think it's important. Like, read those things. Look at what he says. I appreciate when people speak out and talk about that kind of stuff, because I think it's important to be transparent. I ultimately just hope that Adam is happy and healthy and fulfilled and doing well. Like, that's all anybody really wants. All of us that are fans of these athletes, that's all we want, is them to be happy and healthy. There's one thing that he says in this little interview to The Guardian that is like a little concerning to me. He says, hopefully when I get to the Olympics, I will be in a very good mindset, very grateful, and most importantly, happily. Hopefully when I get to the Olympics. So right there, he's kind of, once again, I'm just an outsider. I have not talked to him, and I didn't see the interview. I'm just reading the text on the screen, so take that with a grain of salt. But when you read it like that, when he says hopefully, it's a little cause for concern that right now he's not in the best place, which is one of the reasons why so many of you and so many people in this little swim world on the internet are talking about, like, will he be ready to go? Will he be capable? Can he win the Olympic gold medal again? Can he three-peat? Because to my knowledge, that's never happened before in the last 50 years in what we consider modern swimming. No one's ever three-peated in a breaststroke event. I think the only person ever to do it was Phelps, who did it. Actually, Michael won the 200 IM in 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2016. So he four-peated, which is that's why he's the GOAT. But I don't think anybody else has ever even three-peated. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong. And Adam is on that quest. Like, that's his goal. So can he do it? Can he do it? Here's what I think. We're at a point now where breaststroke is getting faster and faster, and the field is catching up to Adam. There's more people now going 58 and 58 mid and 58 low, more people now than ever before, and now 2 other people have dropped under the 58 second mark. Arno Kaminga and that Quinn, the Chinese guy. So there's a little more pressure there. But can he win again? Yes, the answer is yes. Like, he definitely can. He absolutely can. He's good enough to. He's arguably the greatest breaststroke of all time. And the gap between what his peak is, what his lifetime best time is, what his world record is, and where everybody else is, it's still about a second. So if he can get it together enough to just be within half a second of his lifetime best time, then he would probably win, barring someone else going 57 mid, which is possible but unlikely. So I would give it an over 50% chance that Peaty does win gold and does overcome everything that he's dealing with, which would be awesome. Like, I personally would be pumped for that. I think it would be really cool to see someone three-peat in an event. I think it would be dope. Now, on the other hand, there's also a part of me that as a fan would be very excited to see a new crop of breaststrokers come out of the woodworks and kind of dethrone the champion. You know, once again, I love Adam, nothing against him, but it's just, as a spectator, as a fan of the sport, it's exciting. It's exciting to see the grizzled hero trying, scratching and clawing to keep the throne. It's exciting to see someone, you know, get a little bit older after all these years. Like, how good can you be? Is there a new youngster that can come, you know, can Arno or can somebody else come out of the woodworks and win? That's exciting. Like, that's fun. And those are fun races to see. So I kind of have both sides. On one hand, I'm like, I'm rooting for Adam to win again. It would be sick, it'd be dope. It would probably solidify him as the greatest breaststroker of all time, which is a whole nother conversation. Maybe it's Kosuke Kitejima. After all, he was the champion in the 100 and the 200, but that's a different conversation. On the other hand, it's exciting to see other breaststrokers have their moment and win that title, and, you know, kind of a passing of the baton, a new era, if you will. That is also interesting and exciting to me. From a spectator's perspective. So what do you all think? Do you think Adam can win again? Will he win gold at the next Olympics? Is there someone that can dethrone him? Is he going to be, like, let me know. Let me know down there. What do you all think? I will say, just from reading the transcripts, I'm feeling a tugging of two worlds from what Adam is saying. Because on one hand, he says in this interview, you know, it's always been about the three-peat. The three-peat's the goal. So he is speaking something into existence, which oftentimes is a good thing. I love and respect what Adam did with what he called Project 56. He made it very publicly known that he wanted to go 56 seconds in the 100 breaststroke. That was his goal, to break 57, and he did, and it was really, really cool. But that is a mountain of pressure to put on yourself, to have to live up to that, not just internally, but also publicly. That's tough. That's a lot of weight to carry. And all these years of winning for Adam, all these years and years, and it's all bet on him. And now he's putting more weight on his shoulders of saying it's all about the three-peat, have to three-peat. And although he's probably still the favorite going into the next Olympics, it's probably going to be a tighter race than it's ever been before. So you've got this, on one hand, the tugging of the war where he's saying it's all about the three-peat. On the other hand, he's saying, I hope to just be happy and fulfilled and be grateful to be there. And that side of the tugging, that side is saying that, you know, the outcome at the end of the day shouldn't really matter. It's much more about the process of getting here and the enjoyment. And those two things can coexist, but they are very contradictory. They are. And that's a hard line to walk and to be able to balance. And I hope he's able to do it. It's gonna be interesting to see. But anyway, let me know what you all think about that. You know, I have mixed feelings about people proclaiming these really extreme goals publicly, because I think it adds an added layer of pressure that then gets really, really harvested in a negative way internally in the brain. And anyone that's dealing with, like, mental health problems, I don't know if that's a good thing. But on the other hand, it's worked in the past for a guy like Adam. Like I said, with Project 56, he literally spoke that into existence. And there's something to that too. So, yeah, I don't know. There's lots of layers to this, but I want to make it very, very clear. At the end of the day, I'm just excited to watch these races. I'm excited to see these athletes swim, and I want Adam to do great. I really, really do. What do you all think? Anyway, yeah, let me know. Let me know what y'all think down there below. A couple quick announcements. We've got U.S. Nationals just up the road for me at the Nat in just a few weeks. If you're in the area, come watch that meet. It's going to be really fast, really fun. There's Team USA selecting a lot of teams, so it's cool. I am currently booking private one-on-one sessions here, underwater review with me. If you're any interested in that, go ahead, email me right there. CodyMillerShow@gmail.com. We've got a few dates left in June and then in July. So to book me for a swim clinic, head to ultimateswimmer.com, put in a little info and request it there. That's how we do that. If you'd like a personalized video from me to you or someone you know for any reason whatsoever, it is long course summer season. I'm available on Cameo. We've got merch on the merch store, and that's it. So thank you all for watching. Let me know what you all think down there below, and until my next video, I will see you all later.